Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick video on explanation on how the pops and crackles work, because it seems that there's some confusion in the Lexus community. They think that it somehow affects the drivability. I don't see how that should be happening, but anyways, I'm just here to show you that this drives like any normal Lexus, but when you just hoon it around and just drive it hard, you can also make it pop and crackle. It's pretty simple. So as you can see here, it just drives normally. There's no stutter, there's no backfires, there's absolutely nothing if you drive it normally. Now, however, if the car ends up going over 3,000 RPM and you just give it a touch of throttle while it's decelerating, that's how you get it to happen. So if you see, let's just say I'm driving it pretty hard and I let off, see, there's nothing. There's just that normal pop that it used to do when it was stock. Don't mind the roads, they're fucking terrible. I mean, it's Puerto Rico. See, it does absolutely nothing. It drives normal. Now, I'm going to provoke this. I'm going to rev it over 3,000 RPM and just leave the throttle just touched. See? So you also have your normal Lexus, and at the same time, well, you got this stupid shit that's it's pretty fun. I don't know, some people say it's riser and whatever. Yeah, if it's excessive, as some cars, it's pretty freaking annoying, that I can tell you that. So some people in the Lexus community seem to, I don't know, assume that it's sort of like a rally car, that I'm gonna go driving around all the time doing this. Of course not. That's just me provoking it. But if I do a normal rev match, see, just one pop, that's it. No big deal. Now here's my favorite part of the tune. It's the two things: the almost immediate throttle response and, well, the rev limiter. So I'm just gonna give it a quick punch there. You have, well, your normal Lexus car, and also fun for those who like that. I understand there's some people that just really don't like it because they feel like they're being pretty racer, but to me it's just normal. I mean, they don't complain when they see a stock Supra burbling or a LC500 when you shift it does some crackles, so they don't find that ricer or annoying. So I just see it the same way. They don't, some people don't, but I do. So that's pretty much it. I mean, what other questions? I've been custom tuned since mid-January 2020. So that's about 10 months now. And so far, 0 issues with the car, even with the higher limiter and doing all the burbles and all that. So at least for reliability so far, this doesn't affect reliability, at least so far, knock on wood. Nothing's happened just yet. My brother, while tuning it, he also was a bit conservative. I mean, he also tuned in RC E350, but he was on pretty terrible 91 octane fuel, and just to be safe, he left it at 7300, the rev limiter. Just so you know, it's just not this random tuner that just does whatever. He's also conservative while he's tuning, but since it can't be done remotely, I guess the other options you can also look at do all this burble stuff is I forgot, it was M4 or something like that. So far I've heard some pretty good things from people that have it, so if that interests you, you can look into that. So one more preview. By the way, I think this whole burbles, they end up ruining my stock cats. People gave me a lot of shit because of the axle backs that I have, that they're cheap and whatever, and that baffles or something would just go out flying or whatever. Nothing has happened to the axle backs yet. It's just the stock cats, I think they're gone. I mean, the pops and crackles are so much louder now. You can't capture it correctly with this GoPro because the internal mic is just garbage. Everything sounds kind of muffled, and it doesn't sound loud enough. But I think it was like 2 months ago, I think I lost the cats because once I arrived at my family's house, like 2 hours away, the car sounded kind of strange, and when I parked it, I saw pieces of what looked to be the inside of the cats. So I think there might be still something in there because it still sounds kind of muffled. But at least I can tell you that pops and crackles are much louder. They sound even bassier. And the higher the RPM, the louder they get. Try to give it a rev match here. So there you have it. I mean, that's my weekly drive now. I drive like probably once a week at most. So let me know if you have any other questions about it. I can make another video about this.